begins with shadows, the kind of shadows that cling to old houses, refusing to leave even when daylight spills through dusty windows. Our story begins in Whitmore, a small English village, where cobblestone streets curl between misty fields, and the locals still whisper about things best left forgotten. In the corner of an antique shop, beneath cracked porcelain dolls and tarnished silver frames, hangs a dress. Black, heavy, a Victorian chalky mourning dress. Its fabric, though over a century old, looks untouched by moths or time, like it's waiting. Eleanor Reed was not the kind of woman who believed in curses. She was a historian, young, ambitious, and eager to make her name with a new exhibit on Victorian mourning customs. When she entered Mr. Callahan's antique shop one rainy afternoon, the dress caught her eye instantly. The owner, a pale man with two thin hands, hesitated before selling it. "It's authentic," he whispered. "Worn at funerals, yes, but people say anyone who puts it on doesn't keep it long." Eleanor laughed it off. Superstitions always followed relics. She bought it. That night, she carried the dress home. Its weight felt unnatural, as if the fabric carried more than history. That evening, she placed the dress on a mannequin in her study. She couldn't resist. She tried it on. The fabric was cold, as though dipped in ice. In the mirror, she hardly recognized herself. Her eyes looked darker, her face paler. That night, she dreamed. She stood inside a coffin. Her body lay still, pale lips sealed. Candles flickered around her, and yet she could see herself lowered into the earth, dirt piling above her. She tried to scream, but no one heard. She woke with her heart pounding. Her skin smelled faintly of soil. Disturbed, Eleanor began researching the dress. She discovered it once belonged to Margaret Whitlock, a wealthy widow in the late 1800s. Margaret was known for attending funerals in the village, even of strangers. Some whispered she enjoyed them too much. When she died, her mourning dress was buried with her. But when her family's crypt was robbed in 1903, the dress went missing. From then on, strange stories followed it. Collectors, curators, even aristocrats, each one dreamed of their own burial within days of wearing it. And then, each one died. Eleanor told herself it was coincidence. But every night she wore the dress, the dream deepened. First, the coffin, then the sound of shovels, then the laughter of unseen mourners, and always the sensation of being buried alive. She stopped eating. Her friends noticed her pale face, her distracted eyes, but she didn't tell them. Who would believe her? One morning, she found dirt under her fingernails. Another night, she woke choking on air that tasted of damp earth. Desperate, she returned to the antique shop, but the shop was closed. Boarded up, a neighbor said Callahan had died 3 days earlier, in his sleep. "They found him," she whispered, "with soil all over his bedsheets." Eleanor's blood ran cold. The dress no longer stayed on the mannequin. She would wake at night to find it lying across her bed, as though waiting. The dreams became unbearable. Now she wasn't just watching her burial. She could feel the weight of the coffin lid, hear the creak of earth pressing down, hear her heartbeat slow. On the 5th night, she tried burning the dress. The flames would not catch. The fabric remained untouched. On the 6th night, she locked it away in a trunk. At 3:14 a.m., she woke to find herself wearing it. On the 7th day, Eleanor didn't show up for work. Her friends assumed she was ill. When the landlord forced her door open, the house was silent. The study was empty. The dress was gone. But in the backyard, the earth was freshly turned. Too neat, too precise. They dug. Inside lay a coffin, and in it, Eleanor. Her face frozen in terror, her hands clawed against the coffin lid, and she wore the dress. To this day, the mourning dress remains missing. No one knows who took it from Eleanor's grave. But if you ever step into an antique shop and see a Victorian dress, perfect black silk, untouched by time, do not touch it. Do not wear it, because the dead do not like to be alone. And the dress is always waiting for its next mourner.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe our channel for more interesting stories.